Watch the entire video, my lovely viewers, to get the whole thing. Without wasting much of your time, let's get right into it.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Hi lovely viewers, it's me again, your one and only Mutati Mpundu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button down below. Turn the bell icon to join the notification squad. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you lovely viewers.
Would like to welcome you to today's urgent broadcast. I was not supposed to broadcast because over this weekend I've got engagements and commitments and I've traveled out of state. So I've just scrambled this broadcast from the hotel room. I've just arrived today. Expelled MP Robert Chabinga, who the decision to expel him was upheld by the Lusaka High Court, held a press conference. He fashions himself as leader of the opposition in parliament. Thank you to President Hakainde Hichilema. Thank you to Minister of Home Affairs, Honorable Jack Mwimbu, and his PS Matembo. And thanks to Nelly Muti that he calls himself, this Robert Chabinga calls himself leader of the opposition. He had a press conference. In a normal democracy, Robert Chabinga will be arrested today, because some of the things it is said were against the law. For example, he has pledged to use extreme violence against any member of the Patriotic Front that will use a party regalia in Mfue or any other by-elections. He says the PF only understands violence. So he has pledged, and he has asked the Inspector General of Police to stay aside as he unleashes this violence. He has also made a revelation that, to his information, a certain senior member of the Patriotic Front received $1.5 million. Again, he has asked the Inspector General of Police to step aside. He says he will conduct a robbery against this person. And when that person reports that he has lost money, especially in excess of $1 million, the Inspector General of Police should know that Robert Chabinga did it. He also issued threats against the Law Association of Zambia, against NGOCC, and against church mother bodies. He accused them of being political, and he said they were politicians and they should come out so that he could face them. He pledged this support to President Hakainde Hichilema and to the UPND, and he said he will not allow PF to participate in any election. And sadly for the media, he makes an announcement at the end of the day. He says his chat international and he has money for the media. They should see Mavuto Sakala. I thought that was very disgraceful for whoever attended that press conference, that they could be paraded like that. That this wasn't just a press conference, but that he was even paying the journalists that had come, something that we've been condemning in the press. It's called Blalizo, or whatever it is called, but it demeans the profession of the integrity of journalism. And then therefore what you see is no longer editorial material, but paid for material. I thought that was very, very disgraceful. So the purpose of today's broadcast is to demonstrate that President Hakainde Hichilema sent Robert Chabinga to South Africa, number one, to ensure that Chabinga secured the body. Number two, that let me just check, is my volume okay? If my volume is okay, then I can proceed. Okay, someone says, Ambassador, picture and sound are perfect. Thank you very much. Because I've just put a ad hoc broadcast today. I was not ready because I've traveled out of state. It took me about 10 hours to drive where I've arrived, and I was worried about both the quality of the internet. I was not using the internet that I use. I'm using hotel internet, and I was worried about also the quality. When you set up these pieces of equipment, technology has a habit of failing you. To protect the partners that we work with, other pages may not carry this broadcast because I intend to play an audio that exposes that at the heart of all this was President Hakainde Hichilema. He sent Robert Chabinga, the expelled MP from Mafinga. He sent him to South Africa with a mission to get lawyers and stop the funeral, to organize press conferences. And Chabinga in this audio even confirms that even money has been set aside even to bribe South African judges, because he says, they just don't rule. This case is against a state. The court is likely going to rule in favor of the family, and therefore he needed money also to bribe the judges in South Africa. I don't know if this is not contempt. I don't know what this is, but this is very, very serious. So let me just organize my audio. It's a 20-minute audio, but we'll play maybe just 10 minutes so to get a feel of it. And then we discuss, and I'll invite callers. You can call me on 0973078082. So let me just organize the audio, and then we play it. You make your judgment. The role that President Hakainde Hichilema has been playing while he's been speaking friendly, that he's speaking to the family, he's been playing dirty, as reviewed by Robert Chabinga. Remember, Chabinga is his own enemy. Remember the audio that leaked in 2023 when he started working with the UPND, where he said President Hakainde Hichilema had promised him that he'll be made cabinet minister, that President Hakainde Hichilema complained about the quality of his cabinet minister. You remember that audio? Maybe I'll quickly... So Chabinga is his own enemy. He loves to record conversations. He likes to leak. When he's drinking, he speaks loudly, so people record him. So he's a very careless man. To see that this is a quality of the man that the president and his government are using, first to hijack the PF as a surrogate, then to give him such huge assignment, a guy whose mouth never closes, is his own enemy. But the biggest enemy that people like President Hakainde Hichilema has are people like Chabinga, who they used to give these assignments, because he loves to record conversation. He loves when he's with the company, will not mention the sex of the company. He loves to parade himself that is very powerful. So when he's talking, for example, to that was His Excellency. So people record him. People, even in this conversation, I think the person that recorded him is a third party who was with Chabinga, because you can hear the phone ring, then Chabinga picks it up and the conversation begins. So he's very careless. So there have been those two audios that have leaked before, where the other one, he was talking about the kind of security that Hichilema has. If you remember, he was saying, not the takataka security that I used to see under Edgar Lungu and Sata. He says here they are Bazungus. He called them CIA. That man, the security of President Hakainde Hichilema. He says, in the shadows you not see them, but as who got to State House, you see this. So we have an audio. Let me just prepare it. I just arrived. I just beat the time to be with you. And let me prepare with that audio. We go live, and then I invite you to speak. Let's go to the heart of it. There's a video from Robert Chabinga. He's explaining his undertaking with President Hakainde Hichilema, that he's been given an assignment to go to South Africa, hire lawyers, pay judges in South Africa, organize press conferences and demonstration to raise opinion against, the family of the late president, so that they can win that case. And Chabinga bemoans in this conversation that they are likely going to lose the case, but he needs money to pay the judges. If they are careless, they say whatever they want to say. I've excluded certain pages because in Zambia to play an audio, it might be cybercrime. So I've put it on my page. I love the authenticity of the audio. I know it's verification. I took time to verify the last 2 days, and it's a genuine audio. Let's listen to it.
Hello. Ara natubwelako na kirenga pushi amwishwetsa tsika kulya network inshishibe nga masetrini inshishibe amshwa mwalisa nga ninje shokumutumine miku 3
nalisangana na kuti mbweshe ine awe chumi.
Martha aisantumina Martha ntini mwamwishiva.
Martha ntini.
Uyu mukashana bomba kuolads.
Defo kuibukishishin ya futeri kaya.
Umukashano wakashika somwa dinanko.
Oh, yes. I've remembered her.
Yes. Very my sister. Therefore, kange Martha alafu asana okuba mu limelight mwaishiva. Sasa ngatale missing in action. Yeah, nachumana ba president besa. Ati nachumana ba president wa PF. That besa Martha. Ba Chabinga. That Banje becho murefuta oka. That yeah. Martha chalo chankondo. Chalo chankondo. Edo nomba pa shani palia. Pa Thursday. Ni Wednesday. Uyu chive. Aisa tuma phone. Kange first chive alitumine pa Tuesday. Ushiku. Ebele amnatira tumana tinadila tinda conference ku Livingstone. Nishi yona chapo kuyasanga kuchililo. Nati ya buchefe ba fyefyo fine. Edo tu, you know, if we just as much as play bombana ba sister beno, tachifile chamunika kwa chamudimbi. Nomba tuambo kusa sponsor ba PF. Kuta abantu bakisa misunderstand. Awe, ine nshiri uko iyo, ine kabiri, apa nyanto sister wanti, na ine point. So I said, okay, ine hapa ndia kudina, but naisa njipushe, nephew wanti, ngakuti ampela ticket. So if natumene kama ka nephew can't, kala butaoka sana. Nati nchitako organize ticket, we watemo kushitama tickets plus minute ku airport. Within 10 minutes, abatumina tickets. Na mupela na namba, na bona bapela namba, na chiseni communicate. Ina india mudina and I'm speaking. So, bamfana ticket ya monika baya. After kudia nomba, on Wednesday, ila ine day, ya service. Baisa atuma, yo kunota fichitike. Nomba mwamu nande tumina Chabinga, alifya busy, ku Pretoria kashani, yo shani kabidi, ifyama summons, nati bachipechi umwinalanda mali asiota muishibe. Inga ba Chabinga. Baisa moshani muri ashiria imwe kuika loko. Ifoto walilanda ba charity. Ngana abakutumu abantu n'abakutuma takuba bawasenda na bamunonko n'abaana no ine fino nshile kuno ku Livingstone nine wondishile te program y'abamwamba nangwa abana bandi no so nangwa asuke phone murefu achishani so ebere no ukulanga nilanda nankwe kwena nomba achwa bize baletire fine fima samonifi. Nomba bachwa bize na chilafua ya bantile imbi tickets pantu yala sa expire lelo. Banse imbi ticket wanfuele kono kwa kuikala na ine na chawe. Imota mkote fye mule chitoko. Mwakonkele chililo, after chililo mugwele. Na mailwale tuma.
Alikui. Achumu South Africa? Ayo ina vese mwachita bueno. Number 1. Operation naishile kuno. Yala boss na Friday. And it was strictly confidential. I've not even moved with my ADCs. I've not moved with my security. You are the only one that was supposed to do. Even when wakwatile idea umando wakutila Ule mkashana walina charity.
Oh.
Na limwe utenda. Inikesi ulikuno because na limwe utira. Inikesi kumuli bafulana abantu nga charity kwa befi abukuba. Kwa lumuntu natumina kuti amushitiri amasimu cards.
I'm around. Okay.
So sababu bati ule muntu bakuletera amasimu cards. Now kwata namba yakwe, so she said yes. Na tulawe in case of kwa bakawere. You come and evacuate you from there. Alaisa, in an event of anything, Alaisa na Johannesburg Metropolitan Police. So when you see that vehicle, you bala bomfia. So when you see that vehicle, Alaisa panya, recha nama beacon. Nisiniwe bako mkere. Just move in and I evacuate from you from there. So because that she was my concern.
Yes.
You know? So that's what I did. Otherwise, my sister, you are the only one who was supposed to know that kuna bantu mine na program afi yapangirwe. Bantu mine phone 04.
Bantu mine shaishibe. Tunale mutumina natu ushabali ya because remember nati awe tabaya ati yo naba alikuno nomba tulemfuairikisha nati mwefa yo wanshi ati yo wakweba tatulipire kwa accommodation na chero tu mulenje bati tulemufwaya imwana bandani
Nabani.
So it was at that point when I mutumina phone that I think stay away kuliaba kuli chibe.
No, in my operation had nothing to do with the name.
Yes.
So I didn't even tell you.
Well.
I said I will tell you when I've arrived here. First, nalila la wangu. Ele twakumenyola wene kumukashana mwachira ndapo bomba ku insurance company. When we met them, after na yakunganda nalina kasana so for na polera nalala. That day na bika my phone don't disturb.
Oh.
My sister, my boss wambi kutuma 2320.
Yeah.
Friday ambilo kutuma 2340. Bamwa boss at get to do him. My sister nene ndala. Ba tumela na kuli security one bodyguard one day. So iwe ba boss wakati bapo bali batwafile for sidala. Nabalala. So that's how I slept. Na sabuka 0230. Oturo twapwa. Nzika telefoni.
Marcos.
Nasanga ba boss 12 missed calls. Friday 30 missed calls. I said this is strange. Chisha chitika. So ine kutumina ba security pants na hapa mungu na bapola bakapokola. Imwe bacha moto kati sapo pano. Bebele hawe. Nato okay. Na wekera mu
Munganda.
Nje sheba boss asanga bali online. Nje Friday asanga bali online. Evo na tubele phone na tumbele po tumela boss. Na tumela boss. Ba boss wele yeah, we are calling. Yeah, you have done well finally. I said, Your Excellency, I was really tired that mwana wetu. Teishta kulala sana ino I need you more.
Hakuna kulala.
Hakuna kulala. So nasa kunatao na linaka natinjereleni ko. Then he says call immediately Friday. Or let me ask Friday to call you. So immediately they started drop phone. Friday calls me. That you need to leave for South Africa. Are you able to leave for South Africa in the morning?
Yes.
I said, who am I? It's actually our boss. Who am I? And please. So be on standby. But the job that we are going to do, we need to have a meeting in the morning. I said, okay. Okay. We don't put the phone off. My sister 0230. 04. He calls me back. And the agenda is this and this and this and this and this. Ufuro wa kwa mingala tangu koti. Iwe nwe tuishibira barabara bakulumbula mafumu kashime mutila. Tuwacha mingala tukuna. I said no problem. So bebere kabiye nomba lolela tuchekine indeki ya ruchero. Bache kamba cha ruchero pali ya masagza abengi mbwele.
Ate kweshe.
So file about 10 o'clock. You know. So that's why I no, don't worry. This is a special operation. I don't need even to be in business class. I will reduce myself. Whether I'm in business or not business, let me be. My sister, if I'm not in airlink, ndiamu airlink, busanga palika totokwe. Valisha kafuswa. Kama zags wa madero. Tavera nekiwe. Unafyasa mkumposha. Nake navera kere kunuma. Mwana kuchililo. Na chawe ndao Cape Town mwana ali chutu kokulu. Nako ndao Cape Town. So na hiyo wale mpiki na mulembera message nati. Na papata. Uisa nsenda pantu bala kushwa tu bakwe embassy. Na wale na hasuka. Na lembera Friday. Na Friday ensenda na alafu aweza ni mizi. Pia kwa mapa airport. Don't worry. Ni mwande mu South Africa. Efo tuafikire na kwa ndio connecting. Na fubira na kumbi na zita na ebana ba interconnect hotel bampe bandetera na motoka. Kosto alishi bana na tindetera ni motoka. Ndia paso itu ali ku Pretoria. Tokora just speak out.
Na bashala na bapwankamana ku
na bapwankamana kwa wale jogging where I'm going. Kanji ni mfuma. So lena tawashira kwishibati ndimu thing. So nkashira ndi program hiyo na chupuisha lero around 10 hours.
Ushamushiri ku South Africa.
Shabuza.
No wonder dekiro okutumina nomoko.
Yes. That's why so the murumu pano na chiwera. Making sure that tuwapampamisha.
I see.
Yes, from mbweli wako, initially, na chilingo kushita joined as a leader of opposition. Join her, yes. So, na chafe minga doshimbi. So, natira, tuise kuzambia, my sister, mwewe na boss. The next move, you and me. Our boss. Tupange. Tuwabika charity. Tupange abantu mulungu bache demonstrate. Neumfa? Japo mfukishe nkashiyani. Bajaji bakuno. Bakapanga ruling based on the public outcry in Zambia to support the Attorney General.
Okay.
So abantu bafire wako pa street.
Okay.
Bamachinga, namaplakasi, cover belt. Lusaka. Listen, you get the point?
Yes.
Today for a body is a common friend. Bali president was lofa bali namfitenga tia PF.
Nomboko ba judge bale land kuti bafilwa government to government kuti bafilwa
apa one judge afuna kulia. Because the laws, laws ya muno, yali ba wiki when ngachaisa pamfwa, family yali kwa tapwa maka, pamfwa,
I get it.
Boma.
I get it.
So, judge utasa rulina in their favor. So that is a possibility that we need to look at, but it depends on it.
Ushena head of state na ye na tetamone can to order.
Now this is where, because there's a component of you is a former head of state. So the judge has to come and look at it, merits and the demerits. So there are two things. Judge in ruling in favor of government. Tabakachita appeal by the appeal is like over.
I would judge the appeal.
So what we watch that? Judge of free about pressure. Elofuti, no Kulia, my sister, South Africa, but Judge Kulia. That's the wrong rapanga mistake. Tabakachita appeal. Mistake.
They watch the appeal.
Don't watch the appeal. Ever quit the pressure.
They watch the appeal.
Now, between you and me, my sister, what is it that now you and me we need to argue? What is it that you want to achieve from this? If we interest yes, we are cooking na kateka wesu. Kuchalo kukuzambi kutila alefwayo mubiri wa munanko wise muchalo. So whether to a loser and to a winner, this HH becomes a winner and clean. Because the Bakai won't check my politics. Because we have time to defend to say, this president
yes. Yeah, kwela ni pressure. Uchamwalindile pati kuti kwaba kwefya so.
But no shangile po. But ngakulia ngomai denga na makrooks. Because we're dealing with crooks.
Nomba.
For their winning. Then nomba to apanga na mistake. My sister. Kasune devastated. But constitution amendment ngana amusesha na kumusesha. Mampele ministry mbi.
Arana mwishibe cho. Wo ama MPs na nako kwa skafoni. Ngani yayi nede na nako kwa skafoni bebele ba minister landeni ko imobala mumfuila. Iyala ba problemi.
Twali kwata pressure na bachungu, pressure twako eto na bachungu. Mwambaza ukisa nkongera fe mwambaza ukusatira awe. Tukumane tulande. Into itaka pitira bayo pendi balechita. Nombaza bale fo kula landa. Unfortunately, nama ministers bamota bale support. Mmeumva?
You know epo ya vipile. You know epo ya vipile for abalechita cross. Pali ila ine 3 months notice.
2 months notice.
2 months notice.
Yali vipa sana pali.
Epo ya vipile.
Yali vipa 2 months crossing notice and also echipandi chifule cha sala umuntu kuwekera yali kosa kwa ile.
Edo aba secretariat ngata babikira chama girlfriends babu.
Thank you. My girlfriends babu. Number 2 chimbecho bale tina. You see chimbecho bale tini na MPs. Chakutira mukwate 20 free 6. Mukwate 15 ya free 6 plus 3. So mukwate over.
From what we see, what we read, they are handling the funeral in the manner African funerals must be handled. To respect the dead. To bury them with dignity. President Buhari died in London. He was brought home. We too have shown that example by burying all the 5 before the 6th president. Near here. I think it's just behind, isn't it? Near here. All the 5. So we've established a tradition, protocols in line with the African culture. So we must continue with that culture, no matter what challenges, what difficulties there are. And I can't say that we've continued engaging the family quietly. Maybe I should confirm that. We've continued engaging the family quietly, because that's what it should be. And we do hope that consensus will be reached. And I want to ask Zambians, first, thank you for your patience, and secondly, to ask you to retain that patience as discussions continue, and so we can do what is right.
Zambians will understand, clearly understand, why President Hakainde Hichilema was very obsessed with cyber laws, with criminalizing speech, with criminalizing anything that will expose his underhand methods, his corruption, his dictatorship. The audio by Robert Chabinga, if you listen to it, is extremely revealing of the intricate details. It gives you a clear picture of how President Hakainde Hichilema, and it's not the first time. It's not the first time. I will invite you to, let me hear from you, Pantwich Chafina, to engage in the macabre that President Hakainde Hichilema has been engaged in, just to attempt to get the body, as reviewed by Robert Chabinga, is, in other countries, the president would resign, but not in our country. He would deny, even lock up people if you're circulating the audio. But you have it firsthand. Sorry, the phone was off. I want to hear from you. Let me hear from you. Will not take long. This was a special broadcast just to expose this audio where Robert Chabinga is revealing the details. He says the president called him, 12 missed calls, another 30 missed calls, and he returned the call, and the president dispatched him to South Africa the following day. And key ingredients there of how he should hire lawyers, how he should pay judges in another jurisdiction, and how they should organize press conference and demonstration both in Zambia and in South Africa, and how they should do this groundswell of opposition and demand for the return of the body to Zambia, so that it looks like it is a public interest issue. You listen to the audio yourself. Robert Chabinga has extensively discussed the plans he had. He even took time to badmouth people like the Minister of Justice. He thinks that she should be moved because she's delaying the constitutional amendments of the president. He has given us a picture and the workings in the background. Let me just connect this phone. It was off. I hope the Wi-Fi will be contingent, but just give me a minute, because this phone has a Zambian number, and we want you to participate in this debate. We've just revealed to you a 20-minute audio. I wanted to play it up to 10 minutes, but I think I wasn't going to do justice, so I let it flow so that you could hear everything yourself and make a determination. They will try to say it's fake. It can be fake, 20 minutes. And it's verified, that I can tell you. That's why we are Emmanuel Mwamba, verified, Mwaisa Banga. We verified this audio. And I'll refer you to Dr. Sishua's writing. If you look at the writing of Dr. Sishua, he picked two major things. First, the president was talking about how he was brought up as an 8-year-old boy, how he was irregularly beaten, and how, if he missed one cow, the mother would pour water on his bed until he found that cow, and the elders, the uncles, would beat him. Then he exposed the ministers that went to see, the archbishops have been meeting, and they're supposed to have issued a pastoral letter that was supposed to have been issued yesterday. But President Hakainde Hichilema sent the Minister of Defense, Ambrose Lufuma, the Minister of Home Affairs and Internal Security, Jack Mwimbu, the Social Service Minister, Doreen Sefuke Mwamba, and the Special Assistant to the President, Legal Affairs, Christopher Mundia. And they went to meet the Zambia Conference of Catholic Bishops prior to them to issue that pastoral letter. And they went to give their side of the story to the necessary issues, the grave issues affecting our country. I pray that the Catholic, knowing the way we know them, the way we know that conference of Catholic bishops, despite this urgent visit, will still issue that pastoral letter. They are relied upon as the only voice when everything fails. Remember, there were only two people speaking under the height of Dr. Kaunda's dictatorship. It was a Catholic. They even had the publication Ichengelo and Frederick Chiluba, and of course the main church mother bodies. There was a national mirror that the church mother bodies were producing. They were very isolated voices, but they were very powerful to shake the foundation of that dictatorship. The Catholic Church must not shy away from issuing that pastoral letter. They've met for 1 week. The visit by Jack Mwimbo, Ambrose Lufuma, Doreen Sefuke Mwamba, and Christopher Mundia should not dissuade them not to issue the pastoral letter regarding the state of our country. And I hope that, and then Sishua literally dealt with what you've heard in this. I don't know if Sishua also had this audio, but if you see the depth of exposing the plans of President Hakainde Hichilema, most of the plans that have come to pass and those that are yet to pass.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Alright, that's all for you today, lovely viewers. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the video you just watched in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you, lovely viewers. Once again, I go by the name of Mutati Mpundu. I love you, peace, I gotta go.